Welcome to another game in which I'm going to be playing Kennen AD carry with a Nunu support versus a Misfortune Leona bot lane. We have Gangplank top lane versus a Jace, Galio mid lane versus a Akali, and Fiddlesticks jungle versus a Malzahar. So, let's jump in and see how this goes. This is with my team. We decided this game to mess around a little bit, so we went with what we called the Circle Jerk team. So, every character on our team has a circle of an ultimate. So we have the Circle of Death, Fiddlesticks, Circle of Frost, Nunu, the Circle of Stone, Galio, the Circle of Guns, Gangplank, and the Circle of Thunder, Kennen. Pretty good team all round. Our goal really is mid-late game, pile our ults and just blow the hell out of their team. Their team, theoretically, when we get to those sort of fights, their team shouldn't exist. Their team should just die within a few seconds because of the sheer amount of burst, the potential that we have. But anyway, as we move into laning phase naturally, and then my first goal is looking at their bot lane. I see a horrible combination of aggressive play should Leona be allowed to use it. So my first goal in this game is to push and do not let them be aggressive. If they are aggressive, then we will lose this lane because we do not have the capability in the early few levels to actually handle their aggressive play. So push, out-level them, keep minions on our side as a higher number than theirs, causing Leona to be scared of engaging, fear of losing the fight due to minion damage and due to us being a higher level. So we push in constantly. That is my goal: stay above levels and keep farming, and try and poke them a little bit and be aggressive while I've got minions on my side. Because as long as I've got more minions than them, they do not want to be aggressive because of minion damage. So continue to push. Other lanes are doing alright. So I'll speed it up a little bit faster here, just to skip past some of the boring stuff. Anyway, they're trying to look for openings. We're not letting them. That's why I continue to push. I do not want to give them that opportunity. I know that given time, Malzahar will gank us. I'm not too scared of him myself, because it's not till 6 that he's a scary ganker. But I am scared of Leona. I do not want to be caught out by Leona's CC, so I continue to push, continue to be aggressive. If I can land the stuns on MF, bonus, because I'm doing a lot of damage. Now, I go a bit aggressive here and did some damage, and we continue to push. At this point, we just realised the Malzahar's behind us, and we're like, shit. I could have ulted here. If I had ulted at the stun, Malzahar and I would have gotten out alive. But I ulted late, and then yeah, we got basically outplayed, out-destroyed, basically, and just lost the fight. But anyway, because I died, I bought myself a Bilgewater Cutlass and a Berserker Greaves with the gold that I got. Now, talking about Kennen AD carry, why is that actually effective? So, initially, he has no AD scalings whatsoever, but his W does 80% of his AD on the effect, not on the passive effect side. So after I think it's 4 auto attacks, every 5 attacks, I do 60% currently, goes up to 80 or is it 100%? I think it's 100% at the end. 100%. Or, no, I think it's 80. 80% of my AD as magic damage on top of my basic attack. I also apply a Mark of the Storm then. Now, the reason this is important is because the amount of damage potential that has is ridiculous. Even with such a small amount of AD, I'm able to do double my damage with an auto attack. Also, the fact that I have my own personal shield, my ult, protect me in a fight, and the fact that I've got my Lightning Rush E to run away allows me to have an escape, a protection, and also the fact that I can continuously stun people stops them from reliably fighting me. So in a 1v1 situation, as long as they're not ahead of me too much, I can beat them because I will continue to CC them, and generally another AD carry does not have as much CC as a Kennen. This is why Kennen AD carry is effective. Anyway, so naturally I'm going to be building up for a build towards for Blade of the Ruined King. The reason being heavy AD. But anyway, we use all our circles here. We blow the hell out of these guys. These guys just, they die at ridiculous speed, and that is the goal, to use our ultimates as a form of damage and to basically mitigate any advantage they have against us, because essentially their entire team is too scared or just too heavily CC'd to be able to fight back. Anyway, we have a little fight here and I kill off the mouse, but then I die and it's like, ouch. And then Akali kills Fiddlesticks, and then Akali also dives on Nunu. Not good for us at this point, but we're still feeling pretty confident. But anyway, right. So Blade of the Ruined King, the reason I'm building it is because my AD range is actually about the same range as the Blade of the Ruined King. So no matter where I am or who I'm attacking, I can always use the Blade of the Ruined King. I can use it to escape, I can use it to chase. It's also for the swap around of health, so you know, it does damage, and then I gain life based on that damage. Very, very important side to it. And the fact that I don't have any major AD scalings except for the passive side of W, so there's no real point in having a heavy amount of AD early on, because I'm not going to make any use of it. Later on I will, because I'll have the scaling and I'll be relying heavily on my auto attacks, whereas at this point I'm relying more on the fact that I continuously stun and I continuously CC, and generally I just win trades by them not being able to fight me. So Blade of the Ruined King as an item makes most sense. Anyway, we go up here, we try and have a little argument here and try and catch out the mouths, and it doesn't work, so we end up running away and Nunu nearly dies, and then we run away. They use a few things and we just sort of end it on a stalemate, and we try to catch them out but they're not around, so we go over here and clean up that, and I go back down to bot lane, kill golems while I wait for them to push up, and then I come over to collect all this lovely farm that's been pushed towards me. So I get that as quickly as I can. At this point I have 1.4k, I've nearly got enough for my BF sword, which is my next aim, so that I can build up for a Infinity Edge. So I continue to push up here and then realise that they're all pushing mid, so I'm like, okay, come on Nunu, let's go and stop them, or at least try to. We know Akali's there, so I go the safe way and we just stop them from pushing here. It also gives them time to push back to bottom, allowing me to go back and just farm it. So at this point I am actually ahead in farm. I'm ahead by about 20 and I'm feeling quite confident. I continue to push here. We know Dragon's up sort of relatively soon, so we're sort of getting ready to play for it. Maybe try and kill one of them or a few of them quickly. And then Malzahar appears and we're like, yeah, okay, we don't want to have anything to do with that anymore. So we back off a little bit. We're trying to wait for an opportunity to catch them out. And then here we have a fight, and I like 1v1 the MF, and it doesn't go well for me. I lose. Yeah. And then my team loses, and we lose 4 for 0. We don't get anything out of it. We don't even get the Drake or anything. So I go back because of dying. I get myself a BF sword and I get agility. It's cloak of agility. And then Fiddlesticks tries to go on them there, and then they back off and run away. And we're like, okay, fine. So we'll just leave with the fact that you backed off. Jace is here, so is Mouse, and we're like, okay, let's kill them off. So we kill Jace. MF goes really deep over a kill on Nunu. I'm like, okay, fine. Then Mouse is there, and we're like, let's chase after him. Let's just go for him. I fail flash, we catch him eventually, and he's dead. Boom, nothing exciting. And then Akali's here, and we chase after her. I ult, she comes back, she nearly kills me off, and then, because of the sheer amount of CC, she couldn't kill me. And we kill her, and we continue to push. And then I clean up this farm as quickly as I can to regain life, and then catch out Jace, catch out MF. and boom, then we also catch out the Leona. And what happened was we just piled circle upon circle. It started off with Gangplank Circle to get the Malzahar, then started my ult, then it was the Galio ult, and then Nunu ult, and yeah, we just piled everything. Although we used them one at a time, the effectiveness was that each time we had an engagement against them, we had one of our ults ready and we were using it, and we just piled it on through. And that is the essential strategy. That is the idea of the comp. We basically just pile them on and just kill them really quickly. But anyway, so I go back, I get my Infinity Edge, and I get myself a Vamp Scepter. Then we could chase down this Malzahar and we kill him as quickly as we can. Boom, dead. Okay, so we've got another kill. I go off and I take red. And then I head to mid lane to push. Kinda need to push the other lanes out a bit. I come up here to maybe try and catch out Jace, but nah, he backs off. I'm like, fine, okay, you back off, I'll just wander around. Dragon is up shortly, we know this, and we're sort of thinking we want to play for it, but we want to make sure that it's right under the right circumstances for us. So we push up mid and we get ready to pile on the ults again. So they push us back and we're like, okay, yeah, we don't really want to do anything too risky, we'll just let push and keep pressure here so that GP can push, and then GP pushes and starts heading down. Drake's up and we're getting ready to play for it. Then Jace is right here and we're like, let's go for it. Boom. He does what I could call a fail flash and we kill him. Boom. And then we chase down their team over here. We ult, I ult, we kill off Malzahar. Boom. Overall, worth it. I use my flash though. Probably not the best thing to use, but anyway. And then we continue to push in, and then we're like, okay, actually we can't do this. Fiddlesticks fails flash because he was typing something, and yeah, we were just having fun this game, to be honest. But anyway, so we take the Drake, I go back, I get another BF sword for building up a Bloodthirster, and then they're going for Baron. I'm like, okay, fair enough. So we have a little engagement here, we blow them up, or at least try to. A lot of them didn't get caught in the Galio wall, and sadly Nunu went in early and Fiddlesticks wasn't there, so we end up backing off a bit, and then Fiddle is like, bait them, and so they catch out the Jace over there, and I can't really help, but I brought out a stun anyway. Jace dies, and then GP dies, and then I'm like, okay, I don't really want a lot to do with this anymore, so I back off. I buy him I can't get an item, so I think they're going to go up here to push, so I go up here to clean the wave and then realise they don't. Okay, fine. So I go off, I clean up Grapes, and then I go back and I buy myself my Bloodthirster. Now I do a ridiculous amount of damage, I've got a good amount of lifesteal, and I've got good escapes. So we continue to push in. I'm aiming for farm, but try and get marks down early so that I can stun. And then we're looking for an opportunity to go in, try and kill one. And then they engage, and then we don't know why they engage. It made no sense. Circles are like ridiculous. So we kill off most of them, and then it's only Akali and MF, and it's like I can 1v1. I get a crit during that fight. That's why I actually won that. I got a crit, and because of my amount of lifesteal, I regained like quarter of my health bar just from a crit alone. And I just spent crump and did like half of MF's life, one off attack, bang. Of course I'm gonna beat her in a 1v1 like that. I did have Nunu's Blood Boil on me though. That probably helped. But either way, I won the fight and we got an inhibitor. Bonus, okay, we get to delay a bit more, we get to become more powerful. Because the later the game goes on, the more powerful we are because of our ults. So, I get a Quicksilver Sash, reason being, Malzahar. I want to be able to get out of that silly ultimate so that it doesn't hurt me. Now, normally as an AD carry I build a Last Whisper, but I'll go into that in a bit. Right, we go for another fight here, I ult, try and CC them, any that come near me, and then Kali's there. I'm trying to get onto her, but in the end I can't. Kill off Jace, and then me, Fiddle, and Nunu are like, let's get out of here. So we back off. But anyway, so I would normally build a Last Whisper as an AD carry, but because our entire team is based around the ults, I'm not really auto-attacking a lot, and we all do some form of AP damage. They haven't built a bulwark yet, so I don't need. So we're all doing some form of AP damage at some point. And although yeah, I'm an AD carry, I don't need a Last Whisper unless I'm the primary damage source. As a team, we all do the damage. We don't need to rely on me doing a load of damage. It helps if I can do the damage, but I'm not required. So we go for an engage here, try and kill the mouse. Mouse kills me. I don't Quicksilver Sash quick enough, and then I walk into MF and I die. Okay, not good. Team loses the fight. We only kill Malzahar. We joke around and say it was worth it, but then they go off and take Baron, and we're like, okay. We're not hugely scared of it though, to be perfectly honest. I build on myself a Giant's Belt so that I've got a bit more health. I'm either going to turn that into a Frozen Mallet, or I'm going to turn it into a Warmog's Armour. I haven't decided at this point. Probably a Frozen Mallet so they can't get away from me. Anyway, we go off, we push down mid lane a bit, and then we wander around. We're deciding how best to play this. So we decide to go for the Empire route. We just go off, and we've got some wards in places so we know around where they are. And we just go off and we hide in this bush. And we just wait. That is the goal. We just wait here and see if they make a mistake. If they continue to push down mid lane, fine. If they go this, look at Leona. Leona comes in and we're like, right, we've caught her. She is dead. We don't even have to use ults. We just blow her up. We just kill her really quickly. And then Galio at this point was chasing down the Jace. So we're like, okay, Jace is also caught. Kill him. Boom. The rest of their team, nowhere to be seen. If they had all came, we would have used all our ults, but as it was, they weren't there. So we decided to chase them down and try and get our ults off. We slow down the mouse, stun him, boom. He's on yours, and I'm like, I just wait, and then kill him off. I use my Quicksilver Sash, and then Kylie and Leonie kills me, Zonya's, and then I barrier, boom, dead. Take down the inhibitor, and go and win at this point. So, why did we do so well? Well, we were actually behind for a lot of the game, but the reason we won was because they made some silly mistakes. We made silly mistakes which put them ahead, but the combination of our ults, the way that they played, it turned into an advantage for us, because they got overzealous, they got greedy, and they just went for bad engagements. And circle ults are OP, gotta admit it. Full circle team, OP. Circle jerks, win it. Woot. GG, well played. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. You can also follow me and like me on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you for watching.